Hello, Lightworker family. In this video, I'm going to be answering a question that was posted on a video of mine, and the video was entitled, I Can't Wait. If you haven't watched that, I'll link it below. I'll put a card up here. So this video goes into how us Lightworkers will be manifesting and calling in other Lightworkers into our lives in the year 2025 in order to cultivate communities within Lightworkers so that we can come together, strengthen, and fortify our light collectively, so then we can assist with the collective consciousness being uplifted and enlightened come 2026 and beyond. So if you haven't watched that, definitely check that out. And this wonderful new Lightworker family member posted a very inspired question, and they asked, what if we are Lightworkers and are introverted and don't really have many connections to others outside of our own families? So a couple things I want to say about this, because I love that it incorporates introversion and, what is going to take place if we are, a light worker who kind of keeps to yourself or to your inner circle and doesn't have a lot of connections, like they're saying, outside of that family or inner circle, which I have definitely always been that type of a person to kind of keep a smaller circle. And I think that's, common with highly sensitive, empathic people. So the first thing that I want to say, speaking of introversion, is, of course, introversion has less to do with personality and more to do with how we engage with our external environment and how we process that external stimuli. And so, again, as empathic, highly sensitive people, we do have to guard our energy, limit how much stimuli we're processing. And so what I'm noticing is, in preparation of 2025, we are working on creating margin in our life and cultivating self-care practices in order to be prepared to legitimately not just desire these connections, but also have the capacity to accommodate these new connections that are going to be coming in. So if you're hearing, new people are coming into your life, you're going to be put in position to connect with community in 2025, and this is inciting any type of fear or anxiety or trepidation, just know that you're not going to be pushed beyond your capacity. You're not going to be pushed into a situation that is uncomfortable for you. And I say this with confidence because the path for Lightworkers right now is all about increasing the quality of life for a Lightworker, so they then have the ability to be out, to have their light out in society and out amongst the people, so that the people can imprint on this light and their consciousness can be raised as well. So you're not going to be pushed to, you're not going to be pushed, because if you're feeling energetically, psychologically, mentally, emotionally pushed or taxed, then your light will dim and you won't be in that full, joyous, light-filled state. And therefore, the Lightworker collective won't be able to assist humanity. So the purpose, there's power in the purpose. The power in the purpose is that you're going to be attuned in this year and in the coming years, specifically 2025 and beyond, to have a greater capacity. And another thing that I want to make sure I add to this is not just your desire and your capacity is going to be affected, but the landscape is going to be affected. Landscape meaning the environment. So the way you're choosing to live your life, the choices you're making, the people that are coming to you, the opportunities that are coming to you are all going to be very advantageous to you as a Lightworker, to you as an introvert, to you as an empath. And so because it's a healthier, higher quality of life for you, you'll have, again, that margin and that capacity to engage with other people, and you will genuinely want to. So I do want to also note there's going to be a spectrum of, a spectrum for Lightworkers, meaning, there's going to be some Lightworkers that feel like, whoa, I had a very small circle and now I feel called to be in these larger groups and engaging with people a lot more. And then there's people where they will maybe move the dial a little bit, but there's going to be collective movement on the for light workers across the board, where we're going to be kind of, looking up, making eye contact with other light workers and coming together. Another thing that comes through that I feel called to share is the way in which we will be engaging with each other may also show up differently as well. So this is a way that I've felt spirit led to show up and connect with other light workers, is by posting these videos. And so the mere fact that this beautiful new subscriber posted this question means I get to engage with this person. And so this is a way in which that some of us light workers may be connecting with other light workers is not just in person, but through other mediums as well. So did I answer? Hopefully I answered perhaps the root desires or intentions of the question. If you're watching this video and I didn't answer your question, I'd love for you to clarify, so then I can serve you better. Let me look back at the question. Make sure. Okay, so what if we are light workers and are introverted and don't have many connections? Yeah, I think, allow yourself to be open and to be surprised with how other light workers show up in your life. I've definitely had experiences, I would say like all growing up, I never felt like I connected with people. And then, I often connected with people that wrote books or musicians. That was a big thing for me. So be open to connecting with light workers in, like I said, different types of mediums, whether it's reading books of light workers that have passed on already, incorporating information and knowledge from new spiritual sacred texts or theologies or tools or skills or modalities that will connect you with other light workers or just light working energy. And then, connecting with people online. But I will say that even though I think it'll be a really opportunistic time for us to engage with other light workers on many different planes, I do have a strong sense that in person is going to be the most impactful and also the most supported versus in years past. So again, I think I've mentioned this in prior videos, but it is really common for us light workers to be hypersensitive, to be more introverted, and therefore we haven't had a lot of relationships, nor do we really desire to have a lot of or manage a lot of relationships, but we just want deep, meaningful relationships. And so this is what I'm foreseeing, is that this, for whatever reason, for this like powerful purpose of coming together, and I think we will learn more as we go along for what all the reasons are that we're being called to come together. But I think this is going to be a very joyous time for us light workers to meet up with other light workers, whether they're new relationships or people we've known in the past but maybe haven't gotten to spend a lot of time with, or we're moving to places where they live, etc. So I do think there's a very strong influence on being in person with other light workers, but I do also see how we're going to be connecting in other ways as well. So I hope this answers that question, and I hope this is supportive and uplifting for you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Many blessings.